Hello, everybody. This is Brisbane05Blaster here, and welcome to our top 10 goals for Brisbane05Blaster World Cup Season 1. We have already reached the end of the tournament, but it's just fair to see our top 10 moments, our top 10 goals for this tournament by our best players. So let's take a look at here. Number 10. We have one of the best players who scored a vital goal to book themselves into the finals. That is Lida Preciado, a player who actually scored a goal against Sweden with a wonderful pass from Morantes, giving it to Lida Preciado. That's how he manages to score an easy goal, which put Colombia into the finals. Number 9. The goal was scored by also another Colombian, but this time in the hands of the veteran who might have scored a very important goal in the round of 16 match against Spain. You know the name, Carlos Araujo. He scored a very important goal in the 83rd minute, which gave Colombia a very good result and probably the biggest upset of the tournament. Number 8. This goal was actually a breathtaking one, as I personally wanted to put this as my number 1 goal, but I wanted to save the best for last, as this was the breathtaking goal I wanted to show it to you. It was actually the World Cup final between England and Colombia, where Michael Owen, out of all players, scored a match-winning goal, and which was probably the goal that made England the World Cup champions. Number 7. This goal, I wouldn't say it would be the best, but I would say it would be a masterclass goal, and I'll tell you the reason. We have seen a lot of goals scored from set pieces, but this one was breathtaking, as Thierry Henry might have scored one of the best set-piece goals I've ever seen. Well, it was an assist from Didier Deschamps. He might have passed it to Henry, and he scored with a cool, calm, collected mind, making him the world's best. Number 6. You think the one from Thierry Henry's goal was the best, but you got to see another set-piece goal. Well, I wouldn't say it would be a set piece, but I would say it would be one of the best controls I've ever seen, as it was Mohamed Al-Shaloub, one of the best touches I've ever seen from him, scoring an equalizer against Italy, which gave Saudi Arabia a fighting chance. Number 5. There have been goals scored from players who have IQ brain, and we have that player who has that 100% IQ brain, and that is Alejandro Del Piero. We can tell you from the start, Del Piero had a free kick chance, but he was very smart. Passed it to Vieri, Vieri passed it back to Del Piero, and Del Piero took his chance and scored a very well-deserved goal to put Italy in the driving seat. Number 4. There have been moments in which goals were scored in dying minutes, but this one was a very decisive one. It wasn't scored very late, but because of the situation that these two teams were in, there has been one player that stepped up for the entire 90 minutes. It was Steven Gerrard, a young midfielder, that scored a very decisive goal to put England in front. Number 3. We finally have a goal that is scored in the extra time or golden goal of this tournament, as it was from a Cameroonian player, arguably the best Cameroonian player of this tournament, Samuel Eto'o, who scored a wonderful header thanks to an assist from Mbella, which made the other Cameroonian players rejoice, as he was actually the hero for this match. Number 2. We finally come to a goal scored from outside the box. It comes from a French player, a decent French player that's actually done that. David Trezeguet is the name, as it's all started from a short pass from Thierry Henry to David Trezeguet, score an inside curling effort from outside the box, which put France in a wonderful position to move into the next stage of the competition. And finally, number 1. Personally, my favorite goal of this tournament, as it comes from a former Newcastle United player. That's right, Faustino Asprilla, scoring a banger, a perfect outside the box goal, putting his beloved team in front. So these are the 10 goals I've picked from this tournament. But I really wanted to know from you guys to see which one of the goals are your favorite. Let me know in the comments right below.